Welcome to the Grizzled Geek Review for May 10th, 2019. I'm Mike.
I'm Doug.
And we're here with your weekly wrap-up of nerd news, at least for the next couple weeks before we switch formats.
Yeah.
Which the 23rd of this month is going to be the first live stream version of the news.
Yeah.
On Thursday. So
that's cool.
Really excited
about
that.
We should probably work out the details of that.
We should probably need to do some work on that. But yes, so the new Grizzled Geek podcast will debut then. So this week and next week will be the last of the Grizzled Geek and Reviews.
Yeah. We'll still cover news.
Yeah, we'll still cover news, but it'll be more of like a podcast format.
Yeah.
We're just like, we'll talk, we goof about the stuff anyway.
Yeah. Just expect it to be twice as long,
Exactly. And, if you watch it live, you can ask questions. We can answer questions there. So, but if not, fear not. If you can't catch us live on that Thursday, it'll be up Friday like it always is on YouTube. And then on the weekend, it'll be up on Stitcher or iTunes or where you get your podcast from. Okay. Big story this week. It was bunch of this week. There's two big stories, but Spider-Man Far From Home dropped a trailer. Finally, after 2 weeks after. Was that?
And we reacted to it.
So you can check that out right up. Boom, there. Okay. It releases July 2nd. But this trailer dropped a bunch of spoilers for Endgame, because, obviously, the spoilers in this news section for Endgame, if you haven't seen it yet.
I do love that they had Tom Holland come on before and say, hey, this trailer has spoilers.
Right, yeah.
If you don't want anything spoiled, stop.
But if the numbers are to be to believe, there's not very, very few of you that haven't seen it.
If you've only seen it once, you may not want to.
Yeah. But yeah, it does show Tony Stark's fate and talks about a few other things. Spoilers. Well, yeah, I said there's any spoilers in this news. Yeah. All right, but the trailer reveals the big thing everyone's talking about reveals the multiverse. Now, Doctor Strange touched on the multiverse, but Endgame really opened it up and caused several things that may cause the multiverse to kind of collide with each other in different universes. And then there's an extended clip on Ellen that actually of him meeting Mysterio that refers to the universes as 616 and 833. So Mysterio is from 833, and our universe, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is 616. Now, 616 is that's the comic. That's the comic book universe. That is the standard Marvel with all the different universes, all the different spin-offs. Every Earth has its own designation. The main one in Marvel Comics is 616. And in fact, the MCU had its own designation of 199999 was the Marvel Cinematic Universe designation. But now, we're kind of flipping it up, saying that the comic universe, 616, is the Cinematic Universe one.
Interesting.
So that's a little odd. Now, 833, what is that in the comics? Well, has everyone wondering about the appearance of William Braddock, which is Spider UK from 833 in the comics. He is the British version of Spider-Man from that universe.
Captain Britain's brother or son, or
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with him in the comics.
Oh, okay.
But the same last name, Braddock.
That's Captain Britain's last name.
Which would make him related to Psylocke and Captain Britain.
Yeah.
So, so with the reveal of it being 833, they've drug up a bunch of stuff. Toy Fair this year had a bunch of toys for the movie out, and no one paid any much attention to it because there's some strange Spider-Man new costumes. Just assumed it. Yeah. We went back and took a look now after a mention of 833, and one of them looks very familiar to the Spidey UK costume.
Really?
So could we get a Spidey UK? Could we get William Braddock in this movie? So everyone's wondering about that because they've mentioned of that.
I hope not. Well, they don't need to cloud it up with that. Well,
the thing is, Braddock in the comics is responsible for policing the multiverse.
Yeah. And here's the other thing is, if Sony wants to take Spider-Man back, can we keep Spider UK?
Well, I think there's some other deal working out here, because with the different universes, we can have Sony universe and Marvel universe in the same one. Plus, we could have
the mutants come about or something like that.
Yeah, but Tom Holland could play both, and he could use his actual British accent for.
Oh. Good. All right, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It could happen. So yeah, the Clash of the Universes opens up a whole bunch of doors. There was also on the Spider Universe website, or they tweeted basically the Miles Morales Sony cartoon. What was it?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. They had a tweet say with Spider-Man, regular Spider-Man, blue and red costume Spider-Man, saying, "I'll see you in another dimension," looking into a swirling mass of energy or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Kind of cryptic, but it came out the same day that the trailer dropped.
That's funny. All right.
I don't know what that means. Could the Sony and Marvel universes be colliding? Who knows what kind of deal they worked out. They wouldn't put Spider-Man this front and present in the main Marvel storyline if they didn't have guarantees of using him, being able to use him further down the road.
Well, you know what this actually sounds like? Like they could build, this next phase could build the Secret Wars, the second Secret Wars, where all the multiverses were colliding into each other.
That is true. Because they set this up, and the very first movie after Endgame deals with the colliding multiverse. Nick Fury even says they ripped holes in the in the reality. So
that'd be interesting. That could be interesting. That means who knows what
it could mean all kinds of things.
It could mean all.
It could mean Miles Morales. It could mean but this is also an excuse to get Fantastic Four and the X-Men.
Could bring around Doctor Doom.
Could bring around
all kinds of stuff.
It's a great way of introducing established characters from other universes that weren't in the Marvel universe.
Right. Yeah.
So that's great. Now, big question is Mysterio really a bad guy? Is he tricking him or whatever?
Yeah.
But the other thing is,
all this speculation could be for nothing because I don't think. Here's the thing: is shout out to Charlie Tango who pointed this out. It's like he's a con man in the comics.
Yeah.
He could be running a comm about this whole multiverse thing.
He could.
Although I don't think Nick Fury and Maria Hill would just fall for that with no evidence that there was actual structural damage to reality. Unless you could point to something that says, look, there's a hole in reality, they're not going to buy that kind of story.
Of course, for being dead for 5 years, they might not be on top of their game because they might have missed another bad guy working with them. Actor Newman Akar was cast as Dimitri, who works for Nick Fury in Spider-Man Far From Home movie. Okay. Speculation is Dimitri is the Dimitri of the Chameleon. So, and they're very coy about whether it's the Chameleon or not. They're saying like, well, he works for Nick Fury, so he's got a shadowed past. Oh, well, we don't know what's, very coy about it. So the Chameleon could be there. But if they have the Chameleon, and they already have Vulture, they already teased Scorpion, and they have Mysterio, could we be getting the Sinister Six here in the MCU?
Maybe.
Is that a possibility? They got another movie. They got another Spider-Man. So
who knows?
Who knows? But a lot of information. It was a short trailer. It was an awesome trailer. Got you into the movie real quick. But it also just hinted just enough to open up all these conversations.
Yeah.
But luckily, we won't have to wait long. July 2nd.
It's 2 months. God, it's a long time. Why don't we have a Marvel movie every month?
Why don't we have it every month? No.
that would be a little overload there. But all right. Sticking with Marvel, Avengers Endgame, as I've been saying, will be the highest grossing movie of all time.
Yes. It's no longer a matter of...
it's when, not if. Avengers hit $2.3 billion this Wednesday.
Passing Titanic.
Yeah, I mean, it passed Titanic at 11 days. Yeah. Now, just a little further on, it's climbing the ladder. It has to hit, or it should hit 2.5 billion by the end of the weekend number 3, that is.
2.5 billion in the third week.
So it only, at that point, it only has 0.45 billion to reach Avatar's mark.
Yeah.
And it's only been going for 3
weeks.
And
the thing is, it's got strong weekday numbers, and it's got higher than expected overseas numbers.
Yeah, and it's just, and it is definitely a repeatable movie. Oh, yeah. It is definitely,
there's so much, you can't take it all in.
You will see additional stuff that you didn't notice the first time. Like, I think the first time you were bemoaning the fact that Korg and Meek weren't in that final battle, but they were.
They were.
They're just, they're hard to see if you only watched it once. Yeah, so... There's a bunch of stuff that's like blink and you miss.
We've both seen it multiple times, right?
Yeah, I've seen it twice.
I've seen it twice. Yep.
I would like to see it a third time. I don't know if that's going to happen, but
I want to.
Yeah. So
to find a time.
Yeah, that's the problem. But anyway, so it's just a matter of time. The big question now that everyone's asking is, will it make it to number 1 in May, or will it have to wait into June? Because in May, it's going to run into Detective Pikachu, which opens this weekend, and Aladdin, which opens on Memorial Day
weekend.
Memorial Day weekend, so the Thursday before that, whatever. So that's 2 of the next 3 weekends that it's got some
one of
sort of
Disney's
competition.
own competition.
Yeah. Here's the thing is, I don't think either of those movies are going to get in the way of somebody who wanted to see this movie again.
Right. Well, Detective Pikachu may take a big chunk out of the overseas numbers.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But,
yeah.
I mean...
I don't see Detective Pikachu knocking it out of first place. It could, but I don't see it. Ryan Reynolds is awesome, but I don't think enough people are going to take this movie concept seriously enough for it to knock off the number 1 spot.
Pokemon's got a big following, but I mean Aladdin, that's the big question mark. Because
by the time you're to week 6, I think Aladdin probably could knock it off the number 1 spot. And who knows?
But still, if it takes a weekend in June to hit it,
if it
does it in May, that means it become the highest grossing film of all time in 1 month.
Yeah. If there were no Ryan Reynolds in Detective Pikachu, I wouldn't give that movie a hope at all of touching Avengers. Ryan Reynolds who else could do a movie like Detective Pikachu? Just like, all right, this
true. And Aladdin, I don't know, with all the different the blowback, people are going to go see Aladdin just because one is a great Disney movie, original one.
And the more I see that, I've seen several new trailers and stuff, and I'm like, dude, this looks awesome. I'm actually pretty excited about it. Yeah. It looks good. I know those first few scenes, there were people like, blah, or the first few pictures. Why isn't he blue? Oh, he's too blue. Oh, just say he's not Robin Williams.
He's not Robin Williams. It's not a cartoon.
But
come on now. I mean, it's Will Smith, right? He's talented, and as long as they have Prince Ali and A Friend Like Me, musical numbers in the movie, I don't care. Yeah. If they have those 2 in it, then I'm going to be okay with the genie. Yeah. Actually, my big problem now is Jafar. I don't like the guy.
He is not quite intimidating enough.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I'm more
with
okay with the genie than Jafar at this point. But
yeah.
I'm going to obviously we're going to see Aladdin. Big Disney fans that we are, but
I've not looked a ton into Aladdin. Is Gilbert Gottfried voicing over the
parrot?
The parrot?
I don't know. You should be.
He should
be. I don't know what else should be doing that. I mean, they're bringing back James Earl Jones for Mustafa in Lion King.
Yeah.
They're bringing back Gilbert Godfrey for the parrot.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I didn't even think about that until just now. I'm like, oh, please.
Yes.
So, all right, next story.
Yeah. But either way, it looks like Avengers Endgame is going to be the highest grossing movie of all time. And an impressive record amount of time. Because Avatar took 5 months to get there.
Yeah, and we were just talking about this. It's like, we'll talk about it in the next story. I'll wait. I'll hold off on that. Yeah.
Okay, so we got our first look at HBO's Watchmen series this week when they dropped the trailer. And it looks weird. Well, it's Watchmen. So
all right, yeah. Watchmen was, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's got a good base to be weird.
Exactly. True. Now, the series takes place in our current day after the events of the graphic novel, not the movie. So, everything that happened in the movie, the whole space squid,
so
and all that.
Space Squid, not Dr. Manhattan.
Not Dr. Manhattan, right.
Okay.
So, it's actually taking place after the graphic novel. It's even though it's going to looks like the movie, but the movie, I like the movie. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, but they did a few changes.
Yeah.
But this is following the graphic novel or the events of the graphic novel. So what do we get to see? We got to see the Doomsday Clock starting ticking again, for one. So a bunch of costume heroes that we don't know who they are yet. We got to see Ozymandias meditating. Is it old man Ozymandias? So he looks cool. We got to see a huge group of people taking up the Rorschach persona. A bunch of people in Rorschach masks, which means if you read the graphic novel, His notes, his diary got out.
They did it in the movie too.
They did it. They got
I'm pretty sure they mailed it out. He mailed it out before he went to the confrontation.
So there's a group of people that know the truth behind what happened.
Yeah,
and obviously they've formed some kind of cult around Rorschach. I guess I don't know. It looks weird, but the cast looks awesome. I mean, obviously I'm going to watch this. This is going to be HBO. It's going to be mature. For a mature audience. This is going to be their Game of Thrones replacement for the summer. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm a big Watchmen fan. I like the Watchmen novel. I like the movie. We'll see what this series does. So.
Well, and here, I guess, it could. Nobody knew. I mean, the fantasy community knew about Game of Thrones, but until it came on to HBO, the general public had never heard of Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
I mean, if you do a good story, maybe people will flock to this. Who knows?
HBO's got a history of hits with TV series.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
We'll see if they can handle political drama.
True. I mean, Dave Gibbons
melodrama
actually put his seal of approval on it. The artist for Watchmen. So.
All right. No, because you'll never
hear from Alan Moore.
Yeah, you never get his. All right. And finally, we heard Disney is still shuffling movies of former Fox projects. So we heard a few things. Marvel will be announcing what Phase 4 will look like this summer at Comic-Con, which is funny. They're passing D23 and wait until Comic-Con. So, I mean, it is probably a better audience
because it's after Spider-Man.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay. But Gambit is out. He's off the slate.
Poor Channing Tatum. He's wanted this movie for so long.
Yep. And regardless, even if at some point the MCU comes around to having mutants and then we get a Gambit movie, it's not going to be him. He'll be too old.
Yep.
Maybe he can be Mr. Sinister.
That'd be cool. Just get him in there somewhere.
Yeah. So. New Mutants gets pushed back another year, so who knows?
We're not going to see New Mutants.
Because to this day, the cast are still saying they've heard nothing about reshoots.
Yeah.
So now that could be because it was in limbo until Disney made a decision. Maybe Disney's okay with going forward, saying, all right, push it out a year, let's fix it up. I doubt it. But who knows?
It's 4 years of aging of the actors from when they filmed originally to when the reshoots are.
Yeah.
These young actors have aged 4 years since the last time they filmed this thing. So
that's a good point. Yeah, who knows?
Who knows what they're going to do? This is a Hulu or Disney Plus.
And then finally, I'm going to amend this story because Mike left out the good stuff. Said, we now know when Avatar and Star Wars will be coming out.
Yes.
Avatar is getting pushed from 2020 to 2021.
Yep. December
timeframe. I think they said the 17th, but we didn't write it down here. So, then the following year, Star Wars, the new trilogy. We are all assuming Benioff and Weiss, but that hasn't been confirmed.
That's one we know that they're working on. So
yeah. So
assume.
Anyways, on odd years for the next three, I guess actually the next 6 years after that, on the odd years we'll get an Avatar. On the even years, a Star Wars movie, all in December.
Which will make the last Avatar, come out in 2027. Hopefully Cameron's still
Oh yeah, that's because they're having. I forgot they're doing 4.
Yeah.
Avatar, not 3. Which he's got a grand plan or something like that, which who knows? Maybe it'll be cool. I thought the first one was visually pretty stunning. I thought it wrapped up pretty well. I didn't think it needed to continue.
Yeah.
Who knows what they're going to do at this point?
It was a very beautiful Dances and Wolves in Space.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is he just keeps that world. Although, no, the whole thing is that planet. You're going to have 4 movies on that planet. That's where you need the Avatar. I mean, maybe they'll come up with something else. This whole Avatar technology can take you to any world that has a non-hospitable climate for humans. That could be interesting if every movie you go to a different planet. Hopefully not every planet you go to, you're going to, westward expansion. And it's just look how bad the
Empire conquers another planet.
Yeah, look how bad the humans are.
Yeah,
whatever. I'm not excited for this. Like I said, the first one was cool and made this much money because of how innovative and visually stunning it was. Not if we would have got a
sequel within 10 years of the first one, preferably within 5 years of the first one, I would be more excited about it.
So they're really going to have to do something innovative and amazing to pull in the same kind of audience and get buy-in for 4 movies. But who knows? I mean, I could be wrong. There could be a huge Avatar.
It is James Cameron. We can't discount his skill as a movie maker.
Yeah, and people have been reintroduced to Avatar through Disney World.
Yeah.
There's a whole Avatar or Pandora, the World of Avatar section of the Animal Kingdom, which sounds like it's amazing. So who knows? I mean, I'll watch them.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not going to watch them.
It's true.
But, I'll watch the first one. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll go from there. We're not going to commit to 4 movies before we see how the first one looks. Okay, that does it for our main stories. Now on to our smaller stories, our nerd nuggets.
Oh, just 2 more times I have to hear that.
Oh, he doesn't know. There's a whole section in the news podcast. Nerd nuggets, half the podcast.
Well, here's the best story of the day.
So Marvel is developing a Nova solo movie.
Yes. It better be Richard Ryder.
It has to be Richard Ryder.
Yeah.
I mean,
come on. Well, you can't introduce his son without him first. So
exactly. I'm like,
but yeah.
Well, I guess they could Ant-Man it like they did with.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But I hope.
No, it's got to be Richard Ryder.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
This
is a really cool character.
Nova is a great character.
Now that the Nova Corps has been decimated by Thanos, this would be a good,
good time to bring in somebody to rebuild
or rebuild a Nova Corps.
Or be the one and only Nova.
Yeah.
Somebody to help Captain Marvel police the universe or whatever kind of thing. Galaxy. They throw out Universal a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we're not going past our galaxy.
Yeah, well, we're only let the other galaxies police themselves. Yeah. Andromeda's got their own cops. All right. That's the only thing I got on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Next 2 stories are rumors, so just room. We're just going to read them, but just know they are rumors.
They are rumors, but I will point out that the site I got this from, the guy who got these rumors or whatever, has been accurate with the Avengers Endgame rumors and stuff like that. So sounds like it's from someone inside.
Oh, okay. Could be. All right. So Doctor Strange 2 may feature the characters of, and I don't know, why'd you conclude that? Did they actually say it? Jericho Drum, I mean.
Yeah.
Who is... it's not Dr. Voodoo, it's
Voodoo Master?
No, Brother Voodoo.
Brother
Voodoo.
Yeah.
And Clea, which awesome.
That's awesome.
Clea's, becomes a student of Doctor Strange and then eventually
and they're looking at an Asian actress for Clea.
Oh, man.
So,
I don't I don't care.
For these characters.
I was not on the Ancient One doesn't have to be Asian. Clea doesn't have to be blonde and blue-eyed like she is in the comics. I don't care. Just cast a good actress. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we could see the return of Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One.
Yeah. That was a highlight of Endgame. Seeing her.
Yeah.
So.
I was surprisingly, it was one of the better scenes in the movie. I didn't know I wanted to see the Ancient One again until we did, and I was like, "Oh, sweet!
Well,
Tilda Swinton, cool."
She rocks any role that she does, whether it's a good movie or not. She's
and it was cool to see her involved in the battle. Like, oh, all right.
So they weren't just sitting idly by; they were actually
okay.
Yep, that was pretty cool. All right, and the other rumor we got from the same guy was for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that will feature Rocket's origins, which they list as the High Evolutionary, which makes a whole lot of sense. And a great way to introduce that character into the MCU.
Yeah.
High Evolutionary is...
Oh, especially if you connect him to the... What are those gold people called?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what...
Yeah, from the second movie.
From the second movie. Their name is escaping me right now. Because he initially created Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
So if it's revealed that he was working with them, and then you bring Adam Warlock's origins around, so that would be awesome.
He's all about evolving species, that's his, so taking lower evolving evolving them. And also from Guardians 3, we're also going to get a story involving Drax and his daughter. Apparently his daughter is alive.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
one of the rumors. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens there.
I mean, don't shove too much into it because you're also, well, theoretically going to be hunting for Gamora. So,
Yeah.
all right.
There's also another rumor that he wasn't quite sure on, but they're looking at building the relationship between Quinn and Nebula, right? He doesn't know whether it's romantic or not, but, it's about building that relationship. Which they could bond over looking for Gamora, and who knows?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This was just funny. After massive backlash from the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer, like goofy grin thing,
Oh, my goodness.
director Jeff Fowler has said they will be doing massive redesigns before the movie debuts in 6 months.
6 months to overhaul an entirely CGI character who's the star of the movie.
I mean, honestly, I've only watched the trailer once, and I really could care less about Sonic the Hedgehog. But all you have to do is give him real canine teeth instead of human teeth.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine. It's not like the. I didn't think he looked that bad.
They want him to have bigger eyes. They want him to look more like his legs look a little weird too.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
They want him to have more like the video game where they have bigger eyes, spindlier legs. I guess I'm not sure what they.
Oh, that's right, because he had the huge calf muscles.
The huge calf
everybody
muscles.
was.
Yeah, we're like
Which he would if he were running like that. So whatever. Right. But okay.
I was telling when Kirsten was on the news last time, I showed the video clip. They have someone put an actual hedgehog running along the street, and someone put the gold rings in front of him. He's like ding ding ding, he's collecting them. And then someone went back and painted the hedgehog blue. And I'm like, that's a better Sonic movie. All right, guys. And last bit of news here. The Eternals movie is in talks with former Game of Thrones actor Richard Madden, who we all know as Robb Stark,
Yeah, all right.
for the role of Icarus. So not only in the Eternals, but the star of the Eternals. Icarus is the main character from the Eternals that no one knows about, unless you're a big comic nerd.
Yeah.
But he'll join Angelina Jolie and Kumail Nanjiani in these some fairly big names for this unknown property, but it's Marvel.
Well, and that's the thing is, Guardians of the Galaxy was a pretty unknown property too. So,
Right.
I mean, if you weren't deep into comics, you did so.
I just hope it has the Jack Kirby sensibility that like Thor Ragnarok had.
Yeah.
As far as design and everything else.
Yeah, true.
Because it needs that. It was Jack Kirby's creation, And Ragnarok was a love letter to Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
That entire design.
Yeah. And it was good. I liked it.
It was good.
Yeah, so, do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you have it, folks. The second to the last Grizzled Geek and Review done. There you have it. We'll be back next week with the very last episode of the Grizzled Geek and Review before we start. Remember, the 23rd is when we're going to have the new podcast live.
Right.
And be sure to mark your calendars. It'll be, 7, around there?
Yeah, probably start around 6.
Yeah,
6:30,
Mountain Time.
something like that. We got to set up.
Yeah.
I have to get here from work, so yeah.
Set up all the equipment. A lot more than equipment than is a camera and lights. So, All right, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Leave comments down below about any of these or any of the news stories that we missed. And if you want to support the channel and the things that we do here, Doug, how can they help us?
There'll be 3 links in the description down below. Go check those out. One's to our Teespring store, one to our Amazon affiliate link, one to our Patreon. You can support us with any of those links. That'd be great.
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next week.